Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am MUHARRAM, teacher of Pakistan Studies course. Dear students, today we are going to start the course of Pakistan Studies, class 9th, Hyderabad board. The course of Pakistan Studies, class 9th, Hyderabad board has 11 chapters. We are going to start first chapter, ideological basis of Pakistan. Dear students, in this chapter there are 8 main topics that will be discussed in 3 videos. Meaning of ideology, sources of Islamic ideology, significance of ideology, contents of ideology, basis of ideology of Pakistan, principles of democracy and Islam, ideology of Pakistan in the statements of Allama Iqbal and Quaid-e-Azam. Last topic will be ideology and national character. So in first video of this chapter we will be covering these 3 topics: meaning of ideology, sources of Islamic ideology, significance of ideology. First of all, we will see the meaning of ideology, how ideology word was used and of which language it is. Dear students, ideology is a word of French language. First of all, it was used during the French Revolution. Decrecy was the philosopher who used this term when he was arrested. So here I have give first definition. It is a word of French language composed of 2 components, namely idea, that means thought, and logy, which means study or science. So it means study of ideas and thoughts. There is another definitions given here. It is a set of political and cultural principles on which a nation or civilization is based. Third definition, it is a plan or program to solve social, political and cultural issues or problems. Now we are going to discuss other topic of this video. Second topic of this first chapter is sources of Islamic ideology. Dear students, here we did not discuss the sources of ideology, but we are going to discuss the sources of Islamic ideology, because the sources of ideology are not given in 9th Hyderabad board book. So briefly we discuss what are the sources of ideology. The sources are common religion, common culture, common political purpose, common language and common residency. These are the sources of any ideology, but here we are going to discuss sources of Islamic ideology. Dear students, there are 2 main sources of Islamic ideology: the Holy Quran and Sunnah. Dear, as you all know that Holy Quran is the religious book of Muslims that was revealed upon Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which guides about life. I have give short definitions here. It is the permanent basis of Islam that provides detailed guidance to the people for leading a peaceful and purposeful life. Next main source is Sunnah. Sunnah means the works and deeds that were said and done by Hazur Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is known as Sunnah. Here given definition, the words and deeds of our holy prophet is called Sunnah. It is an Arabic term which means the way to follow. The Quran outlines the broader principles of Islam and the Sunnah elaborates these principles. Besides these 2 main sources of Islamic ideology, tradition and cultures are also part of it. that we have kept as a third sources of Islamic ideology. Dear students, festivals, gatherings and ceremonies which are not adverse to Islam are also part of Islamic ideology. For example, the Eids that we celebrate are some festivals are held and gatherings which take place which are not against the teachings or principles of Islam are also part of Islamic ideology. Third topic of today's video is significance of ideology. What is the importance of ideology? Why is ideology important? Some points are given here as it determines the way of living of people, thinking of people and the social interaction of people. It also helps people to unite on one platform. Ideology also unites the people on one platform. It is a motivating force for action. It also motivates the people when they are united on one platform to take actions. Ideology provides an insight in making the choice of leaders. When people are united on one platform that take actions, and ideology also helps them to elect a leader of their own choice. It is a source of struggle for achieving the objective. Ideology also helps the people for struggle to get their aim. Ideology also helps preserve the freedom, culture and tradition. Our ideology also preserves or protects our freedom, our culture and our tradition. Dear students, in this first video of chapter 1 we discussed first 3 topics: meaning of ideology, sources of Islamic ideology and significance of ideology. In next video we will discuss some more topics of this first chapter. Khuda Hafiz.